Do you want your gameplay to look like mine? Do you want this game to look like the true Skate 4 and kind of look like the old games, but reap the benefits of all the new mechanics this game has to offer? Then follow these key settings to ensure your game looks as steezy as possible. Ooh, backside flip. That was nice. Let's do a little nollie flip shifty. Yeah, check out these settings. Come on. All right, guys, let's get right into it. And remember, at the end of this video, I will show you all of my settings so you guys can copy exactly what I have for everything in the game. But I'm just going to go over the key settings that make your game look like the true Skate 4, that gives it that old Skate feeling, but you take advantage of the new mechanics. So as you can see, I have my camera at the low angle. I think this game really looks its best when it's in the low angle. The high angle makes it look more cartoony, more fake. Skate 3, I played it high, but this game just looks better at low, so I really recommend doing that. But let's go into some specifics, too, because there are a couple different things than just setting your camera angle low to make this game look really good. Go into the settings here. Go into gameplay. Go into camera. Horizontal follow strength at 4. Vertical follow strength at 4. Field of view at 70. Maintain camera distance on. This is important. If you have this off, the camera does like weird things that just like I'm not used to in skate games, so I just keep this on. Onboard camera offset also at 5. So this and the low camera angle are pretty much the biggest things that I would say, but all these things do come into play to make this game look the best it can. So the offset is how far right or how far left you are off of the character. So if this is at 0, you're just directly behind the character, and that just doesn't look good. So keep it at 5 so it looks like this. So there are some details specifically that can also add to the camera settings. So be sure to check out the end of this video where I go over all of the settings where you can just copy them real quick. But let's get into the other settings that have to do with the gameplay of this game. All right, so I moved locations here to showcase what I think arguably is one of the coolest new mechanics of this game, and that's the flick it sensitivity. And I recommend having this at 0. Let me show you the impact of having this at 0 and why I think this is such a cool new mechanic and really makes this game excel and it showcases why this is truly the best new skate. So I have the flick it sensitivity at 0. And let me show you a front side flip, a real slow one. Like, look how slow. Looks so good. Versus, let's do a fast one here. So fast one. Okay. So look at the difference there. Going into settings, going into gameplay, going into controls here, which is the first tab in gameplay section. I have experience, default stance is regular because I'm regular, but I was talking about the flick it sensitivity being at 0. So when people first see it at 0, they think that all of their flick tricks are going to go slow, but this actually just gives you a full control over the speed. Like I said, I flicked it slow for that first frontside flip and fast for the second one, and you get to do both. It just gives you full control, which I think adds a huge amount of style to this game. I think it's so important. Show just a couple more tricks why this is so awesome. Like slow, hard flip. Look how cool that was. Now let's do a fast one. Sick. Like, still cool, but there's a different like style there, and there's different times for those fast tricks and slow tricks that I really think just give this game another layer of style and just honestly just makes it so much more fun. The last gameplay setting that I think is essential that you change in this game is the minimum pop height. Let me just showcase this. The minimum pop height is essentially what's the lowest you can pop. And once again, the misconception is that you'll just, if you have this set at 0 or the lowest it goes, you'll just be like popping low and not being able to go high at all, but that's not the case. It just gives you full control, and it's all dependent on how long you crouch for. So the longer you do, the higher you go, the quicker, the lower. So it just adds another spectrum, another dynamic to the game. So let me showcase this first ledge. I'm going to do a low pop where it shows you getting right into the grind versus the second one. I'll do a high pop, which a lot of people complain about this having moon gravity, and I guarantee those people either have a bad internet connection, which makes this gameplay slow, or you have your minimum pop height at max. So let me show. So low on the first ledge here. Look, you just get it right in, like normal. And then the second one's real high. You get real high, moon gravity. That's just like a full showcase of what that setting actually does. And it just makes this gameplay look so much better when you can just kind of pop in real clean. So let me show you the settings. Go into gameplay. Go into assists, and then right here, minimum pop height at 0. So this will allow you to have that control that I just showcased. It really makes the game so much different and play so much better. And that's why I've been enjoying this game so much, adding so much style and steez to all my tricks. It's just these two gameplay settings and then also the camera settings really tie this game together to make it so much fun. If you enjoyed this video, share this with people. I really want people to understand that they can enjoy this game, that it's not just like hate and bad, the game really just puts you at a disadvantage. The default settings in this game are trash, and if honestly, I understand all the hate because people are getting thrown in with those default settings, but if you change these settings, this game feels amazing. So I'm going to go into all of the settings line by line so you can copy and paste everything here.